Top 10 fastest motorcycle that you can buy. On two wheels, moving fast and rapidly at high speeds is not for the timid. In this essay, we would discover which motorcycle is the quickest in the world. These motorcycles have attained the highest level of performance, are well known, and are champions in their own right. Some people still utilize high-performance gasoline engines from the past, while others choose modern electric motors with high torque. These 10 motorcycles make it possible for anyone to experience what it's like to be a master of mechanical and engineering excellence. These 10 motorcycles are the fastest production motorcycles of 2023. Top 10 World's Fastest Bikes 2023. 10. Energica Ego RS. We felt the time was right to include here the growing new breed of electric bikes, if only because, as anyone who has ridden one will attest, they simply accelerate like nothing else. The pick of the bunch is undoubtedly the top-spec version of Italian specialists Energica's Ego Superbike, and, having ridden it, can vouch that for 0 to 80 there's an astonishing, single-speed warp drive like nothing else. Energica themselves claim a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 2.6 seconds. 9. Norton V4SV. The old, controversial, Dunnington regime Norton V4R is no more, replaced by the all-new, solely hull-based, TVS-owned Norton's fully re-engineered V4SV. In truth, the new bike's basic figures aren't as good, boasting now a mere 185 brake horsepower and a dry weight of 193 kilograms against the old bike's 179. But then the new bike also doesn't have the widely reported 30-plus faults of the original. It now goes, stops etc. like a proper superbike should, although it's a way behind the very best from Europe and Japan, and almost certainly is. 8. Suzuki GSX 1300R Hayabusa. After oodles of anticipation, Suzuki finally introduced an all-new version of its hyperbike king of speed, the monstrous GSX 1300R Hayabusa, in 2021. It was more than worth the wait. Now Euro 5 compliant, boasting a slick, comprehensive suite of rider electronics, fancy new TFT dash and a big dollop of extra build quality, the new Busa was a worthy successor to the 1999 original, which was so fast, it forced the end of the speed race. In truth, the new version is no faster, and, being relatively heavy, can't quite match the latest superbikes. But the way it gathers speed and the rush you experience is just as impressive as ever. 7. MV Augusta Rush. Italian Exotica experts MV Agusta still have available its 300 limited edition, carbon-bedecked Rush, the concept bike-styled roadster based on the Brute 1000, while now start being delivered in June, and it's so wacky and potent it had to be included here. MV now claimed 208 brake horsepower from its 998 cubic centimeters 4, rising to 212 with race kit, a dry weight of 186 kilograms, a top speed over 300 kilometers per hour, if you can hang on, to go with its oddball looks, twin pipes and more. 6. Honda Fireblade SP. Honda's flagship superbike continues essentially unchanged from 2020, although you can now get it in 30th anniversary colors, so it continues here. Again, it's tricky to be sure about this one, as no official dry weight figures have been released, so we've had to use a guesstimate. Based on a claimed curb weight of 201.3 kilograms and a 16-liter tank of fuel weighing around 12 kilograms, the dry SP will be at most 180 kilograms. That, coupled with its 215 brake horsepower output, puts it in M1000RR territory, which is probably about right, seeing as this is the most powerful, extreme and track-orientated Fireblade ever, and one that's been built specifically to win WSB. But it may be better still. 5. BMW M1000RR. BMW introduced the famous M Performance moniker into its Motorrad division in 2021, bestowing it on this special, tuned, lightened, aero-equipped, limited edition, homologation special, for BSB and WSB etc., version of its already stupendous S1000RR superbike. In truth, certainly for mere mortals, as a base race bike from which a true superbike machine can be built, apart from the aero, it's not really any faster or better than the already phenomenal S1000RR, but it is the best that the Bavarian marque currently has to offer. 4. The MV Agusta Brute 1000 Nürburgring. Another newbie from MV Agusta, in fact so new no one's actually ridden it yet. That said, when they do, it should be a blast. The Nürburgring Special Edition is claimed by MV to be the most extreme, mind-boggling brute ale, and with its standard 208 brake horsepower and 183 kilograms, but with both boosted to 215 brake horsepower and just 177 kilograms care of a special race kit, to go along with its carbon and titanium everything. 3. Aprilia RSV4 1100 Factory. Another bike carried over from our previous rundown. It's been a while since Aprilia's original, revolutionary, power-packed, compact and electronics-laden first RSV4 1000 was competitive at World Superbikes level. It did originally come out in 2010 after all, which is why, in 2019, they upgraded it into 1,100 cubic centimeters form using the enlarged engine from the 1100 Tuono. It was also updated again in 2021 with new semi-active electronic suspension, although its outright performance was unchanged. The result, although not WSB compliant, is phenomenal. The engine is powerful and grunty. Its tiny chassis sweet handling and its sophisticated electronics and classy cycle parts up with the very best. Those proportions mean it won't suit larger riders, but if it fits, there are few finer road sportsters. 2. Ducatipanigale V4R. The WSB homologation special, but road legal, version of Ducati's astonishing V4 superbike arrived in 2019 year and has been continually updated since, enough to finally win the World Superbike Championship in the hands of Alvaro Bautista this year. In short, it has it all: monster power, up from the S's 214 and, in race trim, now a full 237 brake horsepower, from the MotoGP-inspired V4, and ultra-lightweight monocoque chassis, the very best of cycle parts, world-pioneering aero aids, lashings of exotic Italian styling and poster appeal. 1. Kawasaki Ninja H2/R. The king is dead, long live the king. Last time out the astonishing, now 50,000-pound supercharged H2/R came out top and, although the competition is closing in, it remains there today, just. Kawasaki set out to produce the world's most powerful production machine and it achieved just that. In full bore, track-only R trim, the Kawasaki is claimed to produce a whopping 306 brake horsepower, rising to 322 brake horsepower with ram air effect. That, combined with a lightweight, tubular steel trellis chassis, although that 193 kilograms dry figure is a guesstimate based on its published 216 kilograms wet figure, is what keeps it on top. If you're going to quibble about its legality, you have a point. The road-legal H2 carbon version, which produced 240 brake horsepower, is no longer available, although the 200 brake horsepower Ninja H2 SX SE and Z H2 Super Naked is, but it is, still, the fastest production motorcycle in the world.
I hope to inspire you and help you learn more about your favorite theme. Subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think.